Good morning, everyone. Our topic for this morning is about multiplying fractions. I am your teacher for this morning. I am Alisa May Alcabiao, or you can call me Ma'am Ali. Our objectives this morning are at the end of the lesson, the learners are able to learn what it is in multiplying fractions, learn to solve involving multiplication of fractions, and apply it in real world situations. Multiplying fractions is super easy. In fact, it's easier than adding fractions, and that's why we are going to learn it first. The reason why it's easier is because fractions are really just division problems, and multiplication and division get along much better than addition and division. Now, since fractions are divisions, that means if I have the problem 1/4 times 2/3, it's the same as the problem 1 divided by 4 times 2 divided by 3. That means I've got both multiplication and division in the same problem. And because they get along so well, that means I can just rearrange our problem to look like this. 1 times 2 over 4 times 3. Now it looks like two multiplication problems that are being divided and looks like just a fraction. In fact, if we go ahead and do the multiplications, 1 times 2 is equal to 2 and 4 times 3 is equal to 12. So we'll have 2 over 12. Then we do have a fraction and it's the answer to our problem. So we'll have 2 over 12. So what this all mean? It means that to multiply fractions, all you have to do is to multiply the top numbers and then multiply the bottom numbers, and tada, there's your answer. As always, let's see an example, or let's try this problem. 2/3 times 4/5 is equal to. Now we can rewrite this just like what we did earlier, but that's not necessary as long as we remember the procedure. First, we know our answer is going to be a fraction. So let's go ahead and write a new fraction like for it. Next, multiply the top numbers. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. So 8 is the top number of our answer. Now, we multiply the bottom numbers. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. So 15 is the bottom number of our answer. There we have it. 2 over 3 times 4 over 5 equals 8 over 15. See how easy that was? And fun too. Even funner than ML. Okay, time for another example. Let's try 6 over 11 times 7 over 8. From our multiplication table, we know that 6 times 7 is equal to 42. So 42 is the top number of our answer. And on the bottom, we have 11 times 8, which is 88. So 6 over 11 times 7 over 8 equals 42 over 88. Oh, now some of you might see that this answer could be simplified, but we'll save it for another video. Alright, let's see one last example. Here it is. 1 over 2 times 4 over 3 times 3 over 5. Wait a minute. This has 3 fractions multiplied together, and the middle one looks like an improper fraction because its top number is bigger than its bottom number. Does this procedure work for the problem? Yup. all we have to do is to multiply all the top numbers together and then multiply all the bottom numbers together, and we'll have our answer. And this will work no matter how many fractions we have to multiply. So, on the top, we have 1 times 4 times 3 is equal to 12. And then on the bottom, we have 2 times 3 times 5 is equal to 30. That means our answer is 12 over 30. So there you have it. Multiplying fractions is easy because fractions are just another way of writing division problems. But remember, there's another way to think about fractions. We can also use fractions to represent parts of things like half of a pizza, for example. But does it make sense to multiply a half pizza by another half? Actually, it does. If you are thinking of fractions as parts of something, then multiplying fractions is really like taking part of another part. For example, here's half of a pizza. If you can see that if I take 1/2 of that pizza, then I get 1/4 of a pizza. And if we do multiplication, 1/2 times 1/2, you see that we do get 1 over 4. So that's why you can think of multiplying fractions as taking part another part. Let's do a quick review. Multiplying fractions is even easier than adding fractions. The procedure for multiplying fractions is multiply the top number to get the answer's top number and multiply the bottom numbers to get the answer's bottom number. If you think fractions as parts of something, then multiplying a fraction by another fraction is the same as taking a part of a part. Even if we think fraction is easy, be sure to have exercises for practice. See you next time. Thank you.